Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you something a little different. I'm going to show you different ways that I curl my hair and the products that I use to try and hold them as well. So let's just get started. So the curling irons I use are the Bioionic curling ones. They both have these clamps that you can choose to use or you can choose not to, depending on the kind of curl that you're creating. So I do have both of them already on and prepped. I have them at 401. I do like mine a little hotter. You're not supposed to do that when you have fine hair like I do, but I feel like it holds the curl a little bit better. So that's what I do. I got into these curling irons from when I worked at Dry Bar. Dry Bar uses these, but they have them painted or colored yellow. And when I was learning how to do the blow dries, I was trained using these, so now I've just carried them with me everywhere. So all the different salons I've worked at since. I do have two different sizes. I believe this is a 1 inch, which is a little bit smaller and tighter of a curl, and then this is a 1 1/4. This is for my bigger, looser waves. So we're gonna start with the 1 inch barrel. For my length hair, I would say it's better to use the 1 inch if you want your style to hold for a couple days. It will make the curls tighter for the first day, but after that it'll fall to like a really nice like looser wave. So there are two different kinds of curls that I do generally. The first type is a very tight, not very tight, a tighter curl that goes through the clamp, and then the other kind is the wind around curl, and then I leave the ends tight. I leave the ends out and leave them straight, and it gives you a little bit more of a beachy vibe. So we're gonna do this side. This side is gonna be the tighter side, and then this side will be with the 1 1/4 inch iron. What I'm gonna do is comb my hair out so that there's no tangles. And then I'm gonna just part it behind the ear. And push all of this hair forward. Like this. Just so we can clearly see the back pieces. And I always start with the furthest back piece. I did already blow dry my hair, so it's already prepped and primed. I will show you what I use. I kind of switch between products, but I will show you my top favorite. So the first one is the Bumble and Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil. This stuff is amazing. It's extremely lightweight, and it's a good heat protectant for the hair. The next one I do is the leave-in conditioner by Way. Sometimes I'll combine this one with other ones, and this is just because I do have processed hair. It is on the path to recovery, but it still needs a little bit of help and a little bit of moisture, especially towards the ends of the hair. And then the next product I use sometimes is the Orlando Pita Play Atmos Shield Hair Protectant Spray. And this is just another heat protectant. And it smells so good. So I'll switch between that and the Bumble and Bumble product for my heat protectant. And then on days where I don't want to use the Way, I will use the Aveda Damage Remedy. Like I did say in previous videos, I did attend Aveda for beauty school. So I am extremely familiar with their products, and I would say this is my favorite product from their entire line. So this one just is a heat styler as well, a heat protectant as well, but it also helps repair the damaged hair, which is pretty cool. So those are my favorite products for before I put heat to my hair, or style my hair. And then the first thing I do is I'll take a piece from the very back, and I'm gonna do the smaller one. So the first curl I'm gonna show you is the curl where it's all the way through the ends. What I do is I open the clamp, put my arm behind my head, and this part of the barrel is actually, you can spin it. So I'll just twist it until the end of my hair is in, roll the entire thing back closer to my head, and then release. And this is the kind of curl you get. This is definitely tighter than what I normally would like, but like I said, it will fall and it ends up holding better for a couple days as opposed to just being loose and falling to like nothing like the other one. So I'm going to do another one like that. Same thing, just wrap it through all the way until the curling wand is at the bottom of your hair, and then release. And just let it go. So I'm going to finish the back of the head like this, and then in the front of the head, I'm going to show you the beachier curls. You can alternate and do it changing direction. So this is going forwards now. Personally, I don't normally do this because I don't like it, but it's always an option. I know a lot of people do prefer to switch up the direction, but it's definitely a personal preference. And then if your hair doesn't automatically release, you can push this button here and it just opens the clamp. And then this will be the last piece like that. And you can hold the wand horizontally or vertically. That's also personal preference. I don't feel like it really changes the curl that much, but that's up to you. Okay. So now for the front of my head, I'm going to show you the beachier curls. I don't have a lot of hair, so it will look different on me than it would on other people, but this will just give you a general idea of how to do it. So for this, you can still use the clamp if you prefer it, but for me, I just wrap my hair around the wand and leave about 1 inch to 1.5 inches off of the iron, and then I'll rock it a little bit, and then I release. And it'll look funny at first, you'll be like, what is that? But once you pull it through, it actually looks really nice. So I'm just going to continue doing that for the rest of this side of the head. And you kind of get curls that look just like this. So while we let that side sit and set, we're going to move to the other side of the head. So for this side, I'm going to do the same kind of thing, but with the bigger wand. It'll just give a different effect. And then you guys can kind of just compare and see which one works better for you and what suits your style better. So again, all the way to the back of the head, bottom piece. And now this wand is bigger, so it will give a bigger, bouncier curl like this. And since I do use the heat at a higher temperature, I don't hold my hair onto it for long at all. If you go to a lower temperature, you can hold it for about 10 seconds the most. But I like to do as little time actually on the iron as possible. So that is what those kind of curls would look like. And then we're gonna do the front of the head. These are gonna be the other kind of curl, the more beachy, just a beachier effect. And again, just wrap around the iron, leaving about 1 inch to 1.5 inches off of the iron. And since I did do a thicker piece, I'm going to hold it and then release and continue with that. And then let it go. So now that I look crazy, I'm going to show you the products I used. So the first thing I use is the Orbe Gold Dust Dry Shampoo. And this will just kind of give my hair a little bit of texture and help to hold the curl. Just like that. I don't put a lot of product again because I do have fine hair. And then I'll kind of just massage that in, but I don't want to pull through yet. And then I use the Good Stuff Frizz Control Oil. This is very lightweight, smells great. I use 1 pump, push it through my fingers, and I'll show you this side first. So again, we'll compare the curls. So this is the beachier loose waves with the 1-inch iron, and then this is the tighter curls. And again, I mean, it doesn't look bad if you kind of mix it the way I just did, but it's all about preference and kind of just playing around with what works with your hair. The more layers you have, the more piecey it'll kind of look. If you have one length, it's gonna all sit together. And then this is the looser side. Which kind of just looks like this. And I would say this is typically more what I go for. This side, if I'm going to an event, maybe I'll do it like this, but I would say on the daily, if I'm going to, it's going to be this side. So this is my go-to curling styles. If you guys liked it, please give a like and a subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.